In a world where metal meets mayhem, only the strongest machines survive. Welcome to Machine Wars. This is the Fight Zone, where teams from around the UK bring their deadliest creations to fight for glory, bragging rights, and the chance to be crowned the Machine Wars champion. The Fight Zone is strewn with dangerous hazards, such as the fearsome flipper, and of course everyone needs to avoid the pit of despair. And now over to our commentator Jevon. Who do we have waiting to fight it out in the Fight Zone today?
Thanks, Neil. Our first competitor tonight, Oppressor. Gareth Anstey's electronic axe is looking to bring down the hits. Let's see how well he gets on. Iron Ore 0.5, Rob Grimm's mini version of the larger machine. This pneumatic flipper is always going to be a force to be reckoned with. Tadpole, Jevon Woodrow's electronic lifter flailbot, is looking to bring the chaos theory into the arena. We'll see how well that flail does. Finally, MA2, Charlie Phillips' electronic axe is looking to bring down the big pink hits. Let's see what he can do with that giant hammer.
Hello, welcome to Machine Wars. This is an incredible ensemble we've got going on. Tell me a bit about your team.
So I fight in pretty much every single weight class around the UK. I've done heavyweights for about over 10 years now. I've done featherweights for about 10 years now as well. But also doing hobby weights and beetle weights as well, with a little bit of ant weights back in the past. So compete around the UK, currently lecturing on robot combat as well. So this is a sort of demonstration robot, hopefully for new people in the sport to kind of see how a robot works inside, hence the polycarb lids, hence all being able to see all of the internal workings. And I want it to be an actual robot, I don't want it to just be a showpiece. So here I am this weekend showing it is an actual robot as well.
So what's the combat plan for this design?
Just go in and hit things, just see how it goes. I've done a little bit of test driving with it, and to be honest, I'm just happy to have a bit of fun, see how it does, and worst come worst, hopefully go home with it in one piece.
Do you know if it can self-right?
Yes, I do. It does. It can't.
Hello, welcome to Machine Wars. So I think I recognise you. You've been in robot combat for a while now?
Yes, we've been doing robot combat for about 25 years.
Wow. So let's talk a little bit about what you're bringing to Machine Wars today then. Who have you got with you?
So this is Iron Ore 0.5. It's actually a copy of our very successful UK champion robot, Iron Ore 5, which is a heavyweight. This robot has got a good powerful flipper, so we'll be in there trying to throw robots out of the arena. And also the fact it's a wedge-shaped robot means it's good for getting under other robots as well.
So how much of this is custom build then, and how much of that can you replace easily?
So all of the drive and electronics inside is off-the-shelf components. The drive on this is actually drill motors, so they're fairly easily accessible. All of the shell and everything was custom built.
And given the robot you're likely to be facing today, what's the strategy? How do you prepare?
So there's some good robots out in the pits today. Really, you just have to take each fight as it comes, because you never really know what's going to happen. But our strategy is try and get in them, flip them over, and then keep turning them over.
Hello, and welcome to Machine Wars. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name's Charlie Phillips, and this is my robot MA2, the best hammer in the world, I'd say.
Could you tell me a little bit about the name?
The original version of this robot was called Mayhem Accelerated, and then we decided, for the version 2, we decided to shorten it to MA2, purely because it wouldn't fit on the screen on any shows we were on with it. So
how do you prepare for an event like this? How do you practice?
Just driving it around the garage, crashing into various things, and seeing if anything burns out and replace it with bigger stuff if it does. Basically, that's my philosophy with it.
What is your track record prior to this event like then?
Oh well, in the last 2 events we've burnt out 4 drive motors, 1 speed controller, 1 fuse, and a number of other components. Hopefully, those days are behind us with this new drive system, though.
And what about this lovely finish? How'd you get that back into show shape?
Well, we've just got a big sheet of it that we can stick over any holes that end up being put in the machine. So.
Hi, welcome to Machine Wars. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name's Jevon. I am a content creator in the world of robots and have been competing since about 2021 in various different weight classes.
Let's talk about who you brought with you today then. Would you like to introduce the robot?
This is Tadpole. It is a Linac lifter at the front with this ever so deadly mace at the end.
How do you expect these 2 systems to work then in battle?
Oh, probably not at all, most of the time, but it will be a good laugh. I need to make sure that I don't lift up the wedge too far, otherwise it starts trying to tear itself apart. And the mace here at the back, if all else fails, I just start spinning, and that tends to do something. Maybe I'll get aggression points, who knows? I end up out of the arena quite a lot, so we'll see if that happens today.
Well, with that in mind, are there particular robots you fear then?
There's a particular iron ore robot that is potentially quite dangerous for me. I don't run at all upside down, so if I get flipped over, that will be a problem, and we will cross that bridge when I get to it.
I was going to say, do you have a strategy that you have to adapt to? So if you don't run upside down, is that game over? Or are there other things you can adapt to?
Fist fight? I don't know. While our roboteers make final preparations back in the pits, let's go over the format. It's a round-robin format of the competition. Each robot will fight each other once, earning points as they go. It's 5 for a KO win, 3 for a judge's win, 1 for a judge's loss. 3 minutes in each battle, and each machine can play their Joker once, earning double points if they get the win. Without further ado then, let's introduce our first battle. Oppressor will take on Iron Ore 0.5.
Hi Rob.
Hi.
Looks like Iron Ore's all ready to go.
Yes, yeah, hopefully it'll work. So it's always a bit nerve-wracking when you're arming up.
Your first opponent's Oppressor. Any thoughts on the match?
So he's a brand new robot, but it looks very impressive, so a little bit nervous. We'll just have to see how it goes.
So the difficult question for you, are you going to play your Joker this match?
I'm not, no. I think it's too good a robot, so I'm going to save that for later on in the competition.
Let's see if the strategy plays off then. Do you want to activate?
Cheers.
Welcome to the arena, Gareth. How's the robot doing?
We'll find out.
No problems with setup?
No, it's just have fun. We'll see if we get under Iron Ore or not. If we don't, it's going to be a hard day. If we do, it might be a fun day. We'll see how it goes.
Well, we can see Iron Ore waiting for you in the arena. Given that's your opponent, are you going to play your Joker?
Definitely not. No.
Definitely not.
Hi, I'm Rob from Team Iron Ore, and this is my robot, Iron Ore 0.5. The shell is all made out of Hardox, and the weapon is a high-pressure pneumatic flipper.
Hey, I'm Gareth Anstey. I'm from Team Ablaze. This is my robot Oppressor. It is an axe mechanism robot built on the same platform that Enforcer and Revolt, 2 of my other previous robots at Championships, have been built on. And yeah, hopefully we're going to have a bit of fun today.
Riveteers, prepare for combat. 3, 2, 1, action.
Out of the gates they come. Tentative start for both as they try and work out who's got the low ground. It seems to be Iron Ore who can get underneath the best, but there's an axe blow from Oppressor, who's going round to the sides. It's the only way to stay clear of that flipping blade. Iron Ore very nearly down the pit there. Had us all on the edge of our seats. Oppressor bringing another hit down, and now is underneath Iron Ore with a push and a shove, and Iron Ore is down the pit, as is Oppressor. But the aggressor, Oppressor, will get the win.
Welcome to the winner's podium. How did that first fight go for you?
Quite interesting. It's a nice little arena. It's good fun just having a drive around. Didn't really know what to expect, and yeah, went straight up his wedge at the beginning, but got around him in the end and got a little bit of a push on, which is nice. It went to plan, you know.
So the arena pit, is that your secret ally for the rest of the event?
Probably. As I say, the drivetrain this robot's built off is actually a pusher, so it's not the most powerful in the world, but it's enough to do what it needs to do.
Post-match blues for Iron Ore?
A little bit of that, yes. That didn't quite go to plan. And frustratingly, I had him on the flipper early on and I didn't fire, and I should have done, just to get him on the back foot. I thought being over this corner would be safe, but he just got under us and pushed us straight in the pit, so didn't end in the way I hoped.
5 points on the board for Oppressor at this early stage. We'll see how they get on later in the competition as we head into our second battle between MA2 and Tadpole.
Hi Charlie.
Hello there.
How's MA2?
Ready to rock. Yep, it should be, as far as I know, nothing's wrong with it. Hopefully the same will be true after the 3 minutes.
I wish you all the best.
Yes.
So, your first opponent up is Tadpole. Any thoughts?
Well, it's a quite low wedge. We've just got to keep being able to get under it and keep out the way of its lifter. And we'll see how it works out, I suppose.
So the real test then of how confident you're feeling is, are you going to play your Joker this fight?
Indeed I am.
Oh wow. Well, it's the first one of the event. I'll keep that safe. Fingers crossed you get double points.
Excellent.
I
Yeah.
invite you to activate your robot. Welcome to the arena, Jevon. So, your first opponent is already waiting for you. How are you feeling about this match?
He's got a terrifying glare to him. I'm not sure. It's a bit of a strange character. I'm worried about my exposed internal components that are quite external. But we'll see if I can protect them as well as I can. But I think it's just going to be a case of get round to the side and see if I can push.
But Tadpole's up for the job at the moment, no problems?
Yeah, it should be all good.
So the difficult question then, are you going to play your Joker this round?
Have I got it on me? That's the question. I do.
Wow.
There we go.
Well, having now got your decision on that, I can inform you your opponent has done the same, so this
Yes.
is a very high stakes match.
Yeah,
So I wish you all the best and invite you to activate Tadpole.
I shall indeed.
Hello, my name's Charlie Phillips and this is my robot MA2. It's got a great big hammer here, powered by a 350 watt motor. It's got forks to get underneath the opposition. It's got brushless drive for good pushing power, and I'm hoping to do very well here at Machine Wars.
Hello, my name is Jevon from Team Retcon Robotics, and this is my robot Tadpole. It's got a 12 volt Linac lifter at the front and the very deadly mace at the back, ready to cause some fearsome damage. I'm sure the lifter will also do something, we hope, and I'm looking forward to having a good, fun, froggy time.
Grenadiers prepare for combat. 3, 2, 1, action.
Quick out of the gates for these two combatants as they come together over the floor flip. A dangerous place to be, as MA2 has just found out as they get turned over. That axe self-righting nicely though, but Tadpole capitalising, tries to get in underneath MA2 again, does so and gets them back on the floor flipper. MA2 with a reply, hammer hit there. The forks though, as you can see, getting straight in under the wedge of Tadpole. They'll need to watch out for that as Tadpole gets back under MA2 with a shove into the arena wall. MA2 hammering crazily. Tadpole very clearly trying to use the floor flipper to their advantage, and it is working for them as MA2 gets stuck on the side wall. Now bringing that hammer over to get free once again. Tadpole spinning into action and the mace coming into play as well. A couple of hits there. Good moves there from Tadpole. You've got to think they're ahead at the moment in this battle, but straight in under the forks of MA2 again. And now onto the floor flipper. That's a dangerous game to play as they get turned over. And as we know, they have no self-righting mechanism. MA2 brings the hammer blow down once again. And this is just cruelty to frogs at this point, I believe. Do not tell the YouTube algorithm. The hammer hits coming down on the wheel pod there. What damage might that cause for later on? MA2 with the gymnastic display. They are the fight winners.
Welcome to the winners' table. How are you feeling after that match?
Oh, delighted! Yeah, it went very well. That arena flipper's a bit of a savage, but yeah, we managed to get back on our wheels when we got turned over, and unfortunately they didn't. So couldn't have got much better, to be honest.
Any lasting damage after that fight?
We lost the chain on the hammer, which is a shame. We'll have to take it out and tighten that up for the next fight. But yeah, I think other than that, it's just charge the batteries and get it back in there.
So, Jevon, that felt like quite a close match, really.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad actually. If I hadn't driven on the floor flipper at the end there, I think a little bit longer I'd have had him because his weapon chain broke, or it came off. So if I had managed to get him back on the floor flipper and turned over, I could have had the win. So I get, because I played my Joker, double nothing, which is nice. Which is
sadly the math does check out on that.
Well, with those double points, MA2 with 10 points will top the table, and we shall check in with that in just a moment. But the Roboteers take their robots back to the pits to do preparations for the second round of battles. You can see CO2 being filled up, screws being tightened, adjusted, unscrewed, done up again. The robots recharged and ready to go for our second round of action. What damage might have been caused in round one? Little time will tell, as these robots need to be ready to be back in the arena. It's a choice of what is good to go and what can be left until next time. As we head into our second round of battles, MA2 tops the table on 10, Oppressor with 5, Iron Ore 0.5 and Tadpole yet to score. MA2 takes on Iron Ore 0.5 in our second round of battles. Let's join them in the arena.
Riveteers prepare for combat. 3, 2, 1, action.
Here we go then, top of the table, MA2 is looking to get a quick dispatch of Iron Ore 0.5, I'm sure, and those forks are in underneath the flipper, but there is a flip from Iron Ore 0.5, the first of the day, and they're going to be glad to have that worry over and done with. But MA2 with a swift reply and the hammer bringing down the hits once again on that flipper panel. What damage might that be causing? I saw something coming loose there on the top of Iron Ore 0.5. On the floor flipper is Iron Ore 0.5. No flip from the floor flipper. That's interesting. We saw a lot of use out of it in the last battle. It is, of course, human operated. Operator error, perhaps. Who knows? MA2 struggling to get the right angle on Iron Ore 0.5, but there is definitely something coming loose on the top of that robot there. The hammer comes down once again. Good aggression from MA2 at this stage in the battle, and we've only seen the one flip, and there is some clear damage. Iron Ore 0.5 loses a panel off of the side of their flipper piston. I'm not sure what to call that bit. The nose? Let's call it the nose of Iron Ore 0.5. And looks like a bolt is loose as well somewhere in the arena. The floor flipper working now. I'm not sure if it was earlier on, but certainly we saw it lift there as MA2 tries to get another good attack in. But there's a good push from Iron Ore 0.5, who gets the pitting on MA2. And good camaraderie there in the driver's booth. Great drive there from Rob Grimm.
Welcome to the winners' podium. And we finally got to see the famous flipper in action. Do you want to tell me how the fight went?
Yes, I mean, I think it was quite a close fight up until obviously the point that I got him in the pit. If it had gone to a judge's decision, we'd probably have lost because we sustained damage. I mean, it's nothing critical. Literally, it's a little plastic cover panel on the side there. Just wasn't glued on properly. But obviously that would have counted. But yeah, apart from that, worked well, flipper worked. And yeah, managed to get him in the pit, which was a good result.
Much prep for the next fight you need to do then?
No, I think refill the gas, check the batteries over, make sure they're okay, and then it should be ready to go.
And this is the fight you've saved your Joker for, up against Jevon.
That's right, yeah. So we've got the Joker, so we're going to be playing that. hopefully that doesn't curse the fight. Hopefully we'll be able to do well and win it.
All to play for.
Indeed, yes.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Well, welcome back to the pit. Perhaps not the fight you were hoping for this time?
No, we didn't go brilliantly, but we did get a good few hammer blows in, which I was quite pleased of. But yeah, we were outdriven by a very good driver and a very good machine. So yeah, no shame in losing to him, certainly.
Important last match for you. You won your first round when you played your Joker, so if you do well in the next round, you could take the whole thing. So, any plans?
Oof, well, it's a very good machine we're up against. It's got a hammer that's probably similar, if not a little bit better than ours, and it's a work of art, so it's going to be quite the challenge. I know he's had some problems in his last fight, so hopefully they won't go away and we can take advantage of them in the next one.
Excellent. Well, we'll keep a very close eye on that result. Thank you.
Thank you.
Final 0.5 with the 5 points there. And now we head into our fourth fight tonight. Tadpole will take on Oppressor.
Privateers prepare for combat. 3, 2, 1, action.
Here we go then. Joker played from Oppressor. Tadpole looking to get in underneath but doesn't at the moment, and Oppressor bringing down those hammer hits right onto the linear actuator, and is certainly doing a number on the paint job of Tadpole there. You can see just chipping away. But now what's happened to Oppressor? They're getting pinned. Tadpole jumping. That is what frogs do. And there's a bit of a whiff of smoke there from Oppressor. What on earth has happened to them? They look to have lost drive on one side as Tadpole gets in underneath, forgetting they're a lifter. Use the lifter, lads. Use the lifter. There we go. You can see the lifter coming up now. Can they do anything with Oppressor? No. No, they can't. Well, they managed to get a lift in though, and that is something. Now turning around and bringing the mace into play as well, adding insult to injury. Oppressor really struggling to drive at this stage. You can see they're just sort of crab walking. There was a little pop there. Something is definitely loose inside the robot, and Tadpole takes advantage. Oppressor down the pit. What a stroke of luck for the little frog.
Well, that's a very exciting fight. Tell us how it went from your perspective.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be all over me. His wedge is much lower than my front end, so I thought he was going to be able to get under me, and there was one point where he was pinning me against the wall and wailing on me with the hammer. Once he let me go, because obviously he had to, then his drive gave out. I think I got very lucky in that, but I have taken advantage of the fact that he sort of carked it. So, yeah, no, I'm happy with that.
So, as you did get quite a few hits in, any damage you want to point out?
Yeah, so it's mainly superficial. So the paintwork on top has been removed, and he has managed to get me right in the middle of the eye, which is impressive, I think, more than anything else. He's managed to get it so accurately in the middle. But yeah, otherwise I think it's all still running fine. Drive is okay. The lifter was a little bit iffy towards the end and throughout the fight, so I'm going to go and check that back in the pits, but we'll see.
Fair enough. So we're in the pits with Gareth and Oppressor after a very interesting match. Do you want to tell us what happened?
Yeah, so on the red side, the grub screw came loose, just came out, so that's why the drive went down on that. Motor stayed fine. On the blue side, it seems that when I assembled these, I was doing open days, doing various things with university, so I must have put it temporarily together so people can see, and then the next time I came to that, just assumed that it was all together and then put it in. The bolts are extremely short; they barely go through the bulkhead. I'm surprised that they didn't come out at some point during testing, or like when I could see that would be an issue. But yeah, it's a simple fix. It's just a few longer bolts and tightening up the grub screws again, and we're all good to go.
So hopefully we're going to be ready for the next match then?
Yeah, we'll see if we get some longer bolts, and hopefully they'll stay in this time.
Tadpole with the clutch 5 points there. Let's see how that plays out in the main table. MA2 still tops with 10. Everybody else on 5 points apiece. It's all to play for heading into round 3. Fight 5 will see Tadpole take on their nemesis Iron Ore 0.5. Let's see how this goes.
Privateers prepare for combat. 3, 2, 1, action.
Here we go then. Iron Ore have played their joker. They think Tadpole is a bit of a pushover in this one, and by the evidence of that flip, they might well be right. Tadpole very lucky to get back on their wheels, but a swift reply there straight in under Iron Ore 0.5. Iron Ore will be worried about that, I'm sure. We saw Tadpole making good use of the arena flipper, and they tried it again there. Can they do this to Iron Ore 0.5? Can they push them all around? No, they can't. Iron Ore 0.5 with the flip, and Tadpole cannot run upside down. Now pushing them towards the pit. Not into it. Interesting. I believe they might well be playing with their food. Didn't have Iron Ore as a fan of French cuisine, but sure enough, it's frog's legs for dinner. Iron Ore, the winners.
Tense match, but ultimate victory to you. How did that all go for you?
Really, really happy with that one. Obviously he was pushing me around a bit. It was quite evenly balanced, and then I managed to get the flip in, and he can't self-right. So that obviously then gave me a big advantage. So I could just push him around the arena, and at the end just managed to get him down the pit.
After such a successful run, anything you can improve on the robot, do you think?
Definitely the flipper's still not great. We're only getting a couple of flips each fight, so I'm having to be really careful with it. It's sticking up. Yeah, so really not that good. So we need to do some work on the pneumatics.
But overall, you really can't complain. So what were
Absolutely.
overarching memory from today?
It's just been a great event. Really loved it. Really enjoyed it. The robot's done okay. Obviously, one loss to start with, but then managed to get a couple of wins in. So really good.
Well, we'll toss up the points and we'll see where we stand. Hopefully see you again.
Thank you.
Find ourselves here again, sadly on the losers table.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk me through it?
Well, I thought I did all right to start with. I managed to get under him, push him against the sidewall a couple of times. I was trying to get him on the floor flipper, use up his CO2, but sadly, Rob is a very good driver, as I suspected he may well be, and I found myself upside down and pitted, so, it happens.
Well, we did talk about the fact that if you got flipped, you were limited on options, and having faced Iron Ore again, any plans for the future given what you learned today?
I'm thinking some sort of self-righting mechanism for sure. I've got ideas of a slightly different weapon type, so it'll be a little bit quicker on the lift, but then I might have something else on the other side, try and flip back over. So we'll see how it goes. It's 10 points to Iron Ore 0.5. We'll see how that plays havoc with the points later on, but first up, it's our final match between Oppressor and MA2. Our Roboteers are ready.
Privateers prepare for combat. 3, 2, 1, action.
And out of the gates they come. Our two Axebots about to wail on each other, bringing down the blows. MA2's hammer, definitely the heavier of the two. Perhaps Oppressor's the more precise, coming in now with the hits on the lid of MA2 as they embrace and apart. It's like a boxing match, this, grappling, but there is a driving error from MA2 and Oppressor capitalises. Well, they got unlucky there, I think, with the driving, but Oppressor, the clear winners.
Gareth, great to see you back at the winners' table. Tell me how Oppressor did in the last match.
Got it all working back together, so that it works as it does. Things are just loosening up a little bit. The clutch is getting a little bit loose, the axe getting a bit flaily towards the end, but good little bit of drive towards the end, and in the pit. So can't be much better than that.
Two axes against each other. There was a fair bit of hammering either way. Sustain no significant damage.
No, it's a relatively blunt axe of mine, and it's a relatively blunt one on his as well. So they're built to take that kind of punishment. Hopefully it's a good fight for everyone to see, and they don't axe it in the edit.
Sadly, ended up in the pit.
Once again, yes, it likes it in there, it seems, but but we lost to a very good machine, and it was a good fight until that happened. So no shame in that at all.
So Machine Wars comes to its end now. What are you going to take away from the event?
I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been a wonderful day. I've learnt a lot about the machine with its new brushless drive. See, it seems to work quite well. So it's just more experience, and we'll take it to the next event and see how we do there.
Oppressor get the 5 points, but is it enough to win the event? Let's find out.
All that remains to be done now is to welcome our worthy winner onto the stage. So Rob, from Team Iron Ore, congratulations. After your victory here today, how do you feel?
Amazing, yes. It's really nice to get a win under the belt for the featherweight robot. We've had a lot of success over the years with the heavyweights, so really nice that we managed to win with the little one.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the viewing audience at home?
Only thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed it.
Today we witnessed the dawn of a new era, the dawn of machine wars, and we crowned our first champion, Iron Ore 0.5. And remember, these robots weren't just built to look the part, they were built to fight, and today they did that. So thanks for watching.